Hello friends, this is Deepak and with me is Sunny. Now Sunny specializes in providing the health benefits for small businesses and he is going to be attending the Wealth Summit and he did that last year as well. A wonderful guy. So those of you guys who already have a small business, maybe you are an independent contractor, maybe you're a local dentist or a doctor, or maybe you're a realtor or you have some other sort of small business going on and you're not taking advantage of all the group health benefits, then this is your guy who can make your life so much easier. So I want to talk to him a little bit about why somebody should consider setting up a small business health benefits plan.
Sounds good. Hi, everyone. My name is Sunny Sethi with Matrix Insurance Agency. We are really excited to be part of this Wealth Summit this year. Deepak and Sanjeev ji, thank you very much for giving us opportunity to be here. So talking about Matrix, we are local. I've been in business for almost 23 years now. We specialized in group health benefits. We do, your medical, dental, vision, life, disability. So we have a lot of clients, come to us. I think a lot of your audience here are, engineering business. They are doing consulting work, husband, wife, both working. A lot of them might have S corporations. So there is a way to get group health benefits, even if you're two people or three people in the company. We also get husband and a wife type of setup where, there is a potential to get group benefits set up. So, we can definitely help. We need to find out a little bit more about the setup of the company and whether you have employees or not. And, once we know that, we could definitely help. It does have a lot of tax savings too, Company can write off the whole expense for health insurance, whatever they pay for their employees. So yeah, we're looking forward to, meeting more people at the Wealth Summit.
All right. So now let me just ask you, first of all, if somebody runs a small business, maybe they have a gas station, for example, or maybe they have, their realtor, do they have an advantage of setting up a small business health plan versus just going online and buying it from somewhere else?
Yes, definitely. First of all, first point I want to make is when you're buying a plan in individual market, they tend to be 15 to 20% more expensive just in the premiums. Secondly, what happens is a lot of that money is paid from after-tax money, right? So you're not getting the full tax benefit. The other major problem, the third one, the most difficult thing right now is that after Obamacare or Affordable Care Act came in 2010, the individual market network has dropped by 70%. So most of the doctors you go to these days, they don't want to accept individual plan. For example, if you talk about Stanford today, right? Stanford Hospital is currently not accepting any individual plan that is sold in the market. So if you want to go to if you want to go to Stanford, you want to take basically a group plan. So it's getting very tricky in the market, and we know healthcare costs keep going up. So I think it is very beneficial for small business owners. You have 5, 10, 15, 20 employees to set up a group plan. There's a lot of tax deductions available in that.
All right. So I think whenever we try to do something new, it brings a lot of anxiety.
Yes.
So I can imagine somebody who just started out a business, or maybe they have a business for a couple of years, and now we're talking about setting up this plan, and they go like, oh my God, this must be something complicated, something that's going to take a lot of administration, something I would have to hire an attorney. Yes. So my next question to you is how easy it is to set up these plans.
Yeah, we can usually set up the plans within 5 business days, or that's our pretty much standard. What happens is we need to collect some data. We come up with a very simple questionnaire for you. Once you fill out that questionnaire, we take all the data in that questionnaire and we complete all the paperwork for you, like all the group application. Let's say you're talking to 3 different companies. You have Anthem Blue Cross for medical, Delta Dental, VSP Vision. We will collect all the data, we'll complete all the paperwork, and we'll send it to you for DocuSign. That is for the employer. Now for the employees, again, we just need employee's name, date of hire, email address. We have online portals, and we will go ahead and send them emails where employees will be able to go online and they will be able to do the enrollments. Throughout the year post enrollment, we will provide the support. So if you have an employee who wants to terminate all the plans or employment is terminated, they'll just go to our online enrollment portal. They'll just hit terminate at one spot, put the date, and my staff gets notified. We'll take care of all the enrollment. So we make it really easy for small business owners. We're small business ourselves, so we understand. We need to reduce as much paper as possible. So pretty much all online. They don't have to deal with too much paperwork.
Okay, so that's good news. It's simple enough to set up the account.
Yes.
Now, so you're saying I basically contact you.
Mm-hmm.
You give me a one piece of paper, ask me some questions to collect some data.
Yeah.
I give you that information. You take about 4 or 5 days to set up the plan for me.
Right.
Correct. After the plan is set up, my employees can go online. They can choose their coverage and they can sign up whatever plans that you offer.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So and then take another 5 to 10 business days for them to receive ID cards. So I would suggest you, if you want to plan to get a group health plan, at least do 30 days head start.
Okay. So I got my plan set up. My employees are enrolled now. And then on top of that, you're going to provide me services throughout the year. So if employee leaves, they have questions, concerns, whatever, all managed by your staff.
Yes, we do all terminations, changes. If you have new hires and they want to, they need to receive the documentation, enroll. We'll take care of it throughout the year.
Okay, so that kind of gets me a little bit worried because you're providing such an enormous amount of services.
Yes.
How much is that going to cost me in administrative cost?
It is very reasonable. We do get commissions from the insurance companies, but when we're doing 15, 20 employee companies, it's okay. That's enough for us. But when we're talking about very small companies, we only charge about $1,500 a year for the whole administration fee, and we'll take care of everything. And that includes setting up Section 125 plans. So you could do pre-tax deductions for your employees. Pre-tax deductions is great because a lot of employers, small business employers, cannot really afford to put too much premiums for the employees. But now if employees decide to deduct that from their payroll, first they're taking home more money because if you have $1,000, it's pre-tax. In Bay Area, everybody's at 30, 40, 50% tax bracket. So you save money there. Not only that, employer will save about 7% on payroll taxes of every single deduction that is happening from the employee's paycheck. So we'll do all the compliance work. We'll provide year-round service, and it's just $1,500 a year.
All right. And the last question I have is, whether it's a small business owner or not, but more than likely they probably work somewhere.
Yes.
And when they work somewhere, they're used to understanding what kind of plans they offer. For example, here we have Kaiser. Some people have, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and so forth. So is there like a choice of insurance they get from you? Or is it like, you can only get ABC, or they have vast majority of options available?
Yeah. So the larger the company it is, it's easier to get more plans in place. Like
Okay.
You want a Kaiser HMO or a United Healthcare PPO. It is easier when you have 50, 60, 100 employees. For a smaller employees, we do have few plans where we are able to get you a choice between like a Kaiser HMO and alongside we could do Anthem Blue Cross, for example. They go through some of the administrators, but there is a possibility for that. So a lot of what's happening these days is because the companies have employees all over the US, right? So it's tricky also to set up these plans sometimes, depending upon where the majority of your employees are located. If majority is in California, it's easy. I can get you Kaiser, United Healthcare together. But if your employees are located all over the US, we might have to stick with one company for a while till you grow, and then we can add more plans to it.
And when we talk about growth, is there a law in the state of California that requires small businesses to actually offer such plans?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So when Affordable Care Act came, in 2010, and it really, got started around 2014 or so, the law says that if you have more than 50 employees, as an employer now, you have to provide coverage. And if you don't provide coverage, then there's huge penalties. I mean, I'm talking about like $4,500 a year per employee if you do not provide coverage if you have more than 50 employees. So not only that, you have to provide coverage, and you have to provide what's called an affordable coverage, which means for 2024, you cannot charge your employee more than 8.39% of their income, right? So you do have to contribute. We usually suggest that as a small business, employers should consider contributing at least 50% to 75% of employee-only premiums. So that will help the employee a little bit. Because these days husband and wife both working, most likely both of them have access to benefits. So if small businesses can focus on covering as much as possible for their employees, that will be good. And then for kids, husband and wife can decide which plan is better, whether the husband's employer or wife's employer plan is better, and they can enroll the kids there.
All right. Thank you so much, Sunny, for sharing that information. I think viewers are going to find it extremely helpful. I can just imagine so many small businesses who are not taking advantage of these plans, and you have kind of make it very, very easy, very, very simple. I mean, you guys set it up, you guys manage it throughout the year, you make it extremely affordable. There's tax benefits to people, there are penalties you can avoid by having these things in place. I mean, it's a no-brainer for people to not have it. So thank you so much for sharing this information. And once again, Sunny will be at the Wealth Summit whole day long. His staff will be there. He will be there. So you guys are more than welcome to walk up to him and get your questions answered that day. But in the meanwhile, if you want to reach out to him right now, what's your website?
So if you have any questions, you can email us info@matrixia.com. Our website is matrixia, like insuranceragency.com. And also you can call our office. It's 888-704-8243.
So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you have not yet registered for Wealth Summit, please go to sanjeevcpa.com and sign up for your ticket today. We only have 500 seats. It's a beautiful venue, Oasis Palace, right here in Newark, California. Plenty of parking, and as usual, there's going to be a lot of food. Sanjeevji is known for it, not for eating, definitely for sharing the food. So I'm sure you guys will enjoy it that day, and I will look forward to seeing you there. In the meanwhile, if you have any questions, just leave me a comment here, and I'll make sure I get that question answered by whoever needs to answer it, and get that to you via either Facebook or in the comments on YouTube. So thank you so much for watching this video, and look forward to seeing you at the Wealth Summit.
Thank you, everyone.